Today, these players walk in the shadows of legend. And there is the breakthrough goal.
That's what the fans came to see. That's for the history books.
Del Piero! Big games produce big moments.
Have you seen a more freakish goal in A-League history?
Well, the A-League delivers again.
No one is stopping that.
What an unbelievable strike! And the Mariners have done it! Remarkable!
The 40th Sydney Derby was the showpiece event of Unite Round, with Sydney FC heading into the match hoping to make it a fourth straight victory against Western Sydney Wanderers. The visitors, however, could take solace in the fact they'd managed 3 wins in their last 4 matches at the revamped Allianz Stadium.
Maybe now is the moment. Working short through Costa, now Lolly. Ceres, it's neat football. Segacic goes near post. Just cut across the ball. Fraction too much. Back post is Borello. Here's Sapsford, who set himself nicely. The ricochet could favour the Wanderers. Oh, over the bar it goes. Deary me, Alex Bonneting with a chance to score a first ever A-League goal. It's going to be Douglas Costa. And Thomas was confident enough in the fact that he had all the angles covered. Clear Sydney evening sky by Jordan Courtney Perkins. Sydney can get going again. Segacic. Oh, and it didn't find Costa. Or Lolly does second time around. Sydney hit the front. It's Joe Lolly on his return to the Sydney FC starting lineup. And he plays a golf shot in celebration. A little nod to the fact that he took some stick this week for playing golf with the Wanderers players. That's his response. And Sydney FC lead. The ball breaks here for the Wanderers, and they're 2-on-1 defensively. Can they make this pay? It's Sapsford at the back post. He can! He's done it again! In front of the Cove, Zach Sapsford. This derby just made for him, and again it's in front of the Cove. 1-1. Little skid on the surface by Leo Senna. Again, the throw to the ground is a little theatrical, but there was some contact there. And Aswahim. Shown already that he's going to be able to hack it in the A-League. It's his free kick, and Sydney hit the front once again. Jordan Courtney Perkins runs to accept the acclaim of the Cove. Sydney leading 2-1. Oh, now is that going to be a penalty? Yes. Pantazopoulos dangled out a leg. Players told to stay outside the box. Wahim a little skip and a jump, and finds the bottom corner, and Sydney lead 3-1. What an impact off the bench. Anas Wahim, 1 assist, and now 1 goal, and Sydney are 3-1 to the good. That's a corner, and they've got a goal now. 3-2, Marcus Antonsson breaks his long scoring drought. And we've got a derby on our hands once again with 12 minutes plus stoppages to go. He's got to save some energy for that game as well. This is Wahim, who had such an impact at the outset of the second half. Here is Klamala all the way through. Surely that's game over. Patrick Klamala, just as we were writing him off, scores Sydney FC's 4th goal. And the Wanderers' comeback is crushed. Holman. This time ball by Grants. Clisby dispossessed and there's no foul. Mental quickly into the game. Wahim. Holman. Kuchelski! I don't believe it. He has done it again.
Before the goal, there was a foul by number 20. The goal was cancelled. The restart is a direct free kick.
And there we go, that whistle confirms that once again Sydney is sky blue for the fourth consecutive derby, equalling the record in this fixture and leaving the Wanderers once again searching for answers. A big win for Sydney at the start of another busy week. Disappointment for the red and black, who'll get one more chance to end this run of losses to their greatest foes this season. But local pride goes the way of Sydney tonight. Sydney FC 4, Western Sydney Wanderers 2. A great derby.
Friday night's clash between local rivals Newcastle Jets and Central Coast Mariners was only the second ever F3 derby to take place in Sydney. The first was the 2008 Grand Final that saw the Jets lift their only A-League trophy. Newcastle coach Rob Stanton was aiming for a similar result as they faced a Mariners side yet to win this season.
Back post this time towards Macarthur. It's hooked back across. Oh, look at the space there. And deflected wide. It was a great opportunity for Philip Kankar. Scurries after the ball, closed down by Ingham. Now look at the space for Harrison Steele. And the Mariner born and bred almost got the opening goal in the derby. And that's a good ball from McCalmont for Quo, who lifts it over. The flag stays down, it would have counted, and that is a gilt-edged opportunity gone begging for the Central Coast Mariners.
Well, you have to think first instance that he's slightly lost his footing.
Eli Adams gets the better of Stormroo this time, dinks the ball up to the back post, and Dane Ingham should have done better. The goal was gaping as Dane Ingham threw himself at the ball and couldn't keep his header down. Timmins, good ball into the feet of Bayliss, releasing Gibson. It's good play from the Jets, and they're going to open the scoring here. The first ever A-League goal for Thomas Aquilina, who was on target in the Cup earlier this season and now opens his account in the league. But it's Rob Stanton's substitutions that made the big difference as well, with Gibson involved. And the Mariners do pay for those missed opportunities in the first half. It's the Jets that lead with Docker. Now Harrison Steele. He's got a derby goal in his history, but it's Brian Calter who equalises barely 2 minutes after the Jets took the lead. And finally, the Mariners have a second goal this season, and it's their captain, who has been outstanding, who leads the way yet again. Moragas. Oh, that cross is good towards Edmondson, and it's an own goal. Well, Alexander Shushnya has been outstanding this evening, but football can be cruel. And having opened the scoring, the Newcastle Jets, in a matter of 10 minutes, now find themselves behind by 2-1. Is history going to repeat itself once again? Docker's ball beyond Edmondson, punched away, driven back in McCalmont, and Edmondson again with the little flick.
Well, dangerous. Looked half likely here.
And it's the Mariners that celebrate at long, long last. The champions are back in the winner's circle. They have won the derby, and perhaps it will set them on their way. It's finished here at Allianz Stadium. The Newcastle Jets 1, the Central Coast Mariners 2.
Wellington Phoenix and Melbourne Victory met for the first time since the Victorian side's dramatic extra-time semi-final victory last season. Giancarlo Italiano's men were seeking revenge, while Patrick Isnorbo was hoping his side would continue their unbeaten start to the campaign.
And just confirming what we suspected might be the case, it's a back three or a back five when they're defending for Wellington Phoenix. Giancarlo Italiano's hand forced by those injuries, but here come Melbourne Victory looking to get the early goal. Nikos Virgos not quite able to get there. It's Jordi Valadon on the follow-up, and it's deflected behind for the game's first corner, which goes the way of the Victory.
It's a beautiful start from Melbourne Victory.
And now in transition, Wellington may get caught out at the other end. Mashash leading the charge. Arzani, it's Zinedine Mashash. He just slipped a fancy at the point of connection. That's a good save by Oluwayemi. Arzani almost sneaking through. He still might. It's Arzani. It took a deflection and that was spinning wickedly towards that far post. In the end, it just went the right side so far as Wellington Phoenix are concerned. Just reared up for Mashash, which allowed Wootton to make the challenge, but Santos has stolen it back. Oluwayemi sticks a boot out. Arzani with the shot cleared off the line by Matt Sheridan, and the Phoenix survive. Well, it's all Melbourne victory. Maybe now there's a chance of a counter. Barbarouses onside and Van Hattem pairing towards the back stick. Can he get there, Oscar Van Hattem? He can, but had no control over the shot. That was a good break though for the Phoenix. Arzani whipping in the cross. It's a really awkward area, and Oluwayemi watched it all the way through into the gloves. A bit further out this time. And Miranda was unmarked and really should have scored, but the flag had gone off anyway on the net.
I thought that if he maybe had played that a little bit earlier.
Here's Mashash. Gets the return from Arzani, but screws his effort wide of the left-hand upright. Here comes Rojas, chance here, Barbarouses! Wellington Phoenix take the lead. And it's Costa Barbarouses who runs across to celebrate with the Phoenix supporters. Always a pleasure to score against your old club and at the home of one of your other former employers. It's goal number 96 in the A-League for Barbarouses. And this is a crucial moment in this game. It is Bruno Fornaroli, and it's a really good stop by Oluwayemi. He must have seen that late, and he reacted brilliantly.
Well, he certainly did, because from my angle, I thought that was actually going in.
And there we go. Melbourne victory's unbeaten start to the season is over, and it's one of their former heroes that has cost them. And the Knicks get the points. Full time at Allianz. Wellington Phoenix 1, Melbourne victory 0.
Auckland travelled to Sydney to take on Macarthur Bulls in their first ever match in Australia. The Kiwis had made a perfect start to their Isuzu UTE A-League campaign with 3 wins from 3 and 0 goals conceded. The Bulls, who led the league in goals scored as well as chances created, promised to be a fresh challenge for Steve Corica's side.
It's back on his feet. That's well won in the air by Francis de Vries. Picked up his first international goal for the All Whites during the break, and he tries to whip one in towards the 6-yard box, but it's cleared only as far as Luis Vestrata. And Vestrata has a shot. It's off target, but certainly the warning signs are there from Auckland early. Here's Piol through on goal. Can Dan Hall get back in front? Ariel Piol brings out a good save, one-on-one from Alex Paulson. Short corner from Scott. The left foot towards the back post. Uzkok is there. And that one's much more comfortable. Bratton fluffs his lines. Jake Brimmer's in on goal here. He goes close to the byline, cuts back. And getting back and saving things for Macarthur is the man who gave the ball away, Bratton. Well, Luke Bratton's ball back to Curto was way too short. I thought Jake Brimmer was in. Now Piol, can he turn? He's not going to shoot. He's got Walter Scott. The left foot, and it's gilt-edged opportunity for Valère Germain. I thought he was going to head it into the back of the net from 5 yards, and he puts it wide. And a 6th game over a weekend. It looks to have held up okay. Gillian and De Vries linking up down that left side again, and Uzkok is there, but it's an Auckland corner. That's another good link up from those two players down Auckland's left side. And Macarthur can break it down, but once again, it's a careless ball. Walter Scott giving it away in a dangerous area. Low ball in for Germain. And Macarthur pay for the careless giveaway. Germain with his first goal in the Isuzu UTE A-League. And Auckland FC on the board first, and potentially, could they be on their way to 4 in a row? 107 games in the A-League. Liam Rose without scoring is the longest drought of any current A-League player. Will break, but when he puts the ball over the top for Piol here, Ariaf Piol is through. Dan Hall, great save, Paulson. Well, that's a wonderful save from Alex Paulson, one-handed. Low ball in, time and space for Jermo Mai, looking to add to his tally, but a little deflection and just rolls through to Philip Curto. Yakalish lays it off. Randazzo again, keeps it alive for Adamson from long range. Keely Adamson, oh! Alex Paulson was beaten, and it sails centimetres past the back post from Keely Adamson. It's a good ball through from Adamson from Piol, who cuts back. And Piol towards the front post, but Alex Paulson has it well covered. Piol probably not quite getting the connection that he was hoping for, but it's good goalkeeping and good positioning. It's all too late from Auckland, from Macarthur FC. It is 4 in a row for the Black Knights. They celebrate, the defensive unit come together. But at the end of your night round, Auckland FC are top of the pops. Top of the A-League, Jermo Mai's goal on 34 minutes, making it Auckland FC 1, Macarthur 0.
Brisbane Roar went into their clash with Adelaide United searching for their first points of the season after 3 losses in their first 3 matches. On the other side were the Reds, who were looking to maintain their undefeated start to the campaign.
7 goals for Adelaide in their 3 games so far. Brisbane, just 2 goals scored. They came against Sydney, as here's Jelicic. Oh, and he has just opened the scoring with a brilliant strike. Goals have been hard to come by. And Keegan Jelicic made light of that statistic with a fantastic finish into the far corner. Oh, as Ayubi catches Bility in possession. 4 forward for Adelaide. Ayubi, the cross in, and Stephen Moore scores again against Brisbane. That's now the 6th goal of his career against Brisbane Roar, more than any other opponent. His first of the new season. He has been threatening. He's on the score sheet, and Adelaide are indeed back on level terms. Waddingham, oh, he's done well, Waddingham, into the area. What's the referee made of that penalty? He got the right side of Bart Freens. O'Shea scores, and Brisbane are back in front 3 minutes before the break. Jay O'Shea's first of the campaign, and Brisbane are on the score sheet again. And now, Adelaide straight onto the front foot. The cross, back post, Clough is there, the header blocked, the follow-up, and it's in the back of the net. 37 seconds into the second half, and Zach Clough makes it 2-2, and Adelaide are back on level terms. Immediate impact from Carl Viet, that's what he would have been looking for. Adelaide accentuating their dominance of possession as Parias the ball. Oh, brilliant pass in the end for Archie Goodwin. The assist for Parias, and Archie Goodwin gets his first goal in Adelaide colours. And it's the South Australians that have the lead for the first time in this contest. Clough delivers again. Warland's header straight back to Zach Clough. A second chance for him near post. Oh, and trying to catch out Macklin Freak, and almost did so.
Clever.
Into the area. Oh, he's gone down. Penalty. Another. The foul by Bility.
There is contact, but for me it's initiated by the attacker. I'm going to go drop ball.
Oh, Jay O'Shea has slipped. It's 3-on-2, 4-on-2 now if Adelaide play their cards right. Johnny Young, overlapping Ryan Alakic. The cut back for Yo! Oh, and he's put it wide. But that's it. A much improved second half performance from Carl Viet's side. sees Adelaide United come from behind, not once but twice, and then eventually into the lead. Is Adelaide win again in this fixture? They have defeated Brisbane Roar by 3-2.
Both Perth Glory and Western United were hoping that Unite Round would kickstart their seasons, as neither side had managed to get a victory in their first 4 rounds. Last time these two met, John Aloisi's men prevailed in a 7-goal thriller.
Geez, there's some space in the middle here. Plenty of space for Bottage, and somehow it's not across the line. Well, Cameron Cook has done remarkably well there.
Gee whiz, haven't Perth dodged a bullet there? Look at that. That's harder to miss than it is to score from Noah Bottage.
Pennington put under pressure by Western. And here is Bottage. Oh, great save, Cameron Cook. First game of the season for Cook. And that is a confidence-boosting moment for the young goalkeeper.
That's a huge save, Cameron Cook.
Garuccio giving chase. Leonard. Oh, that's brilliant from Leonard, and Ibasuki should have finished. Well, what about the class and the composure from the 17-year-old centre-back? Not to drive it at goal, but just to clip it to Ibasuki. And Quano have it, a turn and pace. Bugaria slides it in front of Adam Taggart, and Taggart for Osler. And there is it across the line for Perth Glory. The flag is up, it is a goal for Perth Glory for the first time since round 1. They are back on the board, and it is Trent Osler with his first goal since March 2023. What a moment for David Drilich's team. Would love the 3 points here. In comes the corner. Here is the chance, and it's the 17-year-old Dylan Leonard who becomes Western United's youngest goal scorer in this competition. And it is 1-1 in Unite Round. Now Bottage. Ibasuki places it in the corner. Oh, he loves playing against Perth Glory. Hiroshi Ibasuki, he's got 6 in 7. And Western United come from 1-0 down. They are 2-1 ahead. Ibasuki on the inside. Hiroshi Ibasuki unmarked. That is beautiful skill, and he's got a double. Hiroshi Ibasuki. Back-to-back matches against Perth Glory. He has got doubles in both. And John Aloisi's team are 2 goals to the good now. Is there a brief moment of respite here? This is going to be a card. What colour is it? It is red. A red card for the man we just talked up, the 17-year-old who has been outstanding today.
Yeah, I don't think Alarosa Fagani's got any choice here.
So Western have their first win of the campaign. And that is 5 consecutive victories now for them against Perth Glory. It was Osler that gave them the lead in the 52nd minute, but then Leonard with 1, Ibasuki with a double. It finishes Perth Glory 1, Western United 3.
And so at the end of Unite Round, it's Auckland FC on top of the Isuzu UTE A-League ladder after securing their 4th win in 4 matches. Join us next week for round 6 of the Isuzu UTE A-League.